Hi, I'm Harold Kimball. Welcome to part 3 of my little YouTube video series about how I custom framed my Mary Azarian woodcut print collection. In video 1, I introduced you to the collection and I discussed how I determined the mat size to go around each of the prints, the mat right here. And then in the next video, having determined the mat size, I made the frames. A custom frame like this right here, basic woodworking project. And what I did with these frames is I put a milk paint finish on them. I did that because I'm fond of milk paint. I've used it many times over the years for different furniture projects. First time I've used it on frames though. It's kind of a rustic old finish. And I like the juxtaposition of a nice piece of art and a semi-distressed, not too much, but a little bit distressed frame. Okay, it's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast thing. It goes together, especially with prints that have a rural theme like these do. Anyway, that's what this video is about. I am going to show you the steps that I went through to make the milk paint finish on my plain pine frames. Milk paint comes as a powder. The package on the left is some barn red milk paint I bought for a project over 20 years ago. I assumed it was probably no good, so I bought another package. Both are from the same company. It turned out that the old milk paint powder that I had opened and resealed so long ago was still perfectly good. I mixed a small amount of the powder with water. You don't want the mix watery, and you don't want it to be like a pancake batter. Anywhere in between is good. I painted the frames with a foam brush. With milk paint, I've never been real particular about getting a perfectly smooth coat. I just want to get the frame covered. Here's what the just painted barn red looked like on the pine frame. Milk paint dries to an unattractive, dull finish like you see here. After one coat of barn red, I painted on one coat of black milk paint. After the black paint dried, I sanded to smooth the surface a bit, and I sanded through in places to not only expose the underlying red, but some bare pine as well. Then I wiped some stain over the whole frame, mostly to get some color on the bare spots of pine. Here's a closer look at the frame after the stain thoroughly dried. I finished the frame with some Minwax wipe-on poly. I applied 3 coats, then I waxed the surface. Next time I do this, I won't use wipe-on poly and wax. It was a bother. I'll just spray the frame with a few coats of aerosol lacquer or polyurethane. I got a real deal on some 1/8 inch clear glass. My local lumberyard stopped selling glass and doing window repairs a few years back. They still had some inventory, and I bought several large pieces for $2 each. The same glass pieces at Lowe's would have been over $20 each. I watched a YouTube video of a guy who free-handed his second fitting cut like I show here. This is my first time trying it. So that's how I put the milk paint finish on the frames for this project. In my next video, I'm going to show you how I cut the mat and mounted the prints and finished off the back of the frame. All of that in the next video that will conclude this series. You won't want to miss it. And so stay tuned, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.